Now hear the angels sing, a king was born today, and man will live, God, you're a bit, forevermore, because of Christmas Day. I was looking for that. What are you doing with my tinsel? I was going to put it in my hair. Goodness sake. Right. Let's get this in. Right. Honestly, I tell you what, guys, Sebastian has been driving me nuts all week. Every time I go out, he's there. Every time I move around, he's there. There. It's not in the right place. What do you think, guys? How's my makeup today? I took a bit of time over it. I even did my eyes. Look. Ooh. Anyway, as I was saying, I wasn't saying anything really, was I? Do you know what? I have been doing my usual, playing my music and dancing, but I couldn't find any decent Christmas songs. It's the story of my life. Anyway, look at me adjusting myself. I'm such a lady. I'm such a lady. I'm such a lady. He pleaded to come with me again tonight. So I said, as long as he doesn't misbehave like he did last week, because last week he was a bit naughty, weren't you? There's no good looking at me like that. You said you were going to behave yourself tonight. Are you going to behave? Good. What? Yeah, good. Yes, he's going to behave himself, guys. Guys, oh, has he disappeared off the screen? Let's bring him in. There he is. We don't want to see too much of him, do we? Anyway, are you all good? I hope you're good. Can you hear me? Is everything working? Can you see me? Oh, I'm on full blast. Do you know, because I was playing my music and for some reason I got stuck on the Bob Seger song. Do you know the one that goes, we got tonight, who needs tomorrow? Let's make it last, let's fade away. That one, which isn't a very jolly song, is it? So I'm all emotional and like, I've still sort of been singing and preparing for you guys, but it wasn't as jolly as I planned. Anyway, let's say hello to those of you that popped in to see me. So we've got Rye, we've got Kate H. Hi, Kate H. Is that Kate H who leaves me some really lovely comments on my videos? We've got Brandon and we've got Faria in at the moment. So we're a bit late tonight, guys, aren't we? Who watched Strictly? Who watched the Strictly final? I did. So did Sebastian. Wahey! Did the one that you wanted to win? Do you know what? It got to the stage where I didn't really mind who won. And I'll tell you for why. Yeah, okay. What's her name? Ashley and the other one, Faye. Extraordinary dancers. They could have been professionals. But would it have been right if they'd have won? I'm not sure it would have been right, you know, guys. So I was thinking, out of the two non-dancers, who was the better of the two non-dancers? And I will say, I think, and also Sebastian is in my corner, and he also thinks the same. What? You said that you thought Stacey should win. Yes, you did. Oh, for goodness sake. That's the trouble, you see, when you bring somebody along and then they blooming disagree with you. Anyway. I could have a conversation with myself in a room, all on my own, quite happily. Anyway, so I felt, do you like my necklace? I felt it was right that Stacey won because she was better than Joe, let's face it. Joe did really well. He was a non-dancer. He did very, very well. But he still, I felt like he plateaued a few weeks ago and he didn't really show any more talent. Whereas Stacey went on from leaps and bounds. Anyway, so, good evening, Hi, Kate. How are you? Oh, it's lovely. Thank you so much for coming in. It's really kind of you to come and see me. We should have a few more coming in a minute. I don't know where they've gone to. It's probably because I've come on late. Well, never mind. Anyway, are we all ready for Christmas? I'm just about ready. I had what? Do you know, right? I didn't see any of the hate that Ashley got. Where did she get the hate? Was it on Twitter? Why do people hate on people? I don't get it. I mean, I'll have a laugh and a joke and take the mickey, but I don't hate people. The audio's a bit unsynced. Is it? It's probably me. Right, well, I need my friend Ollie in. No reason why it should be unsynced. No reason whatsoever. So what was the hate she was getting, Ryan? Where was it? Is that better? Is that better? Or should I go loud? Or is it that my mouth is moving at the same time as the words are coming out? On Twitter and Instagram, because she was a pro dancer, apparently. Yeah, she may well have been a pro dancer, but she may never have done ballroom before. So does that make it unfair? I don't know. I mean, she was leaps and bounds ahead of the others, wasn't she? Most definitely. She was 10 times better. It's all right, actually. Oh, that's good. Has it caught up? I'm not really ready for Christmas. Always last minute. Oh, same with me, Kate. Can everybody say hello to Kate, please? Same with me. If you look at the comments on Final, there were so many angry fangirls mad that Joe didn't win. Oh, I know. But then you have to remember, he has got 8 million followers on YouTube. So, I mean, 8 million. That's an incredible amount. I'm surprised he didn't win. Not because I felt that he deserved to win, but because he's got so many followers. So I'm kind of glad he didn't. I'm glad that Stacey won. She was incredible. And did you notice how her Strictly partner, her professional partner, was even more pleased than she was? She was like, yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm really glad. I'm really glad I won because, like, you know, I really enjoyed it. Me and Kev, we've had a good time on our Strictly journey up with Kev. And Kev was like, he was beside himself. I've never seen a professional act like that before. And I mean, the professional dancers at the end were lifting him up and, you know, yeah, like he was the one that had won. I did find that quite amusing, actually. And she was like, yeah, I'm really happy I won. Me and Kev, he's a really good guy, he is. He's a right nice geezer, is Kev. Joe and Diane are cute together. They are together. We don't know that for sure, Brandon, whether they are actually together or not. Do you know, I haven't worn this very often. What do you guys think? It's a bit chunky, isn't it? So I didn't put any earrings on as well because I didn't want to be like weighed down. But what do you think? I think I got it for Christmas one year or something. I think the kids were hoping I might like... So, yeah, I finally got round to doing a bit of Christmas shopping. Roy hasn't even started. He needs to get a move on. So do I. Brooke, hello, Brooke. How are you, sweetie? Thank you so much for coming in. Oh, and some nice Father Christmases. Look, Sebastian, there's some Father Christmases down there. Yeah. Anyway, I went to see a pantomime yesterday with the kids. It was good. It was Pinocchio in one of our local theatres, and we try and make it a family tradition that we take the kids to see a pantomime once a year, usually at Christmas. So anyway, we went to see Pinocchio, and it was good. What I like about pantomimes is, although they're aimed at kids, they're also aimed at the parents, because the people that write them, the producers and what have you, they know that parents are going to be there as well. So you get these sort of in jokes, and they were so funny. It was really very, very good. I loved it. I liked it. Good evening, Ollie. How are you, sweetheart? Can you tell me if the sound is all right, Ollie, please? Brandon doesn't like melodrama. Don't you? Why? Is Joe dating his partner? Do you know what? Joe put up this really... is that facing the right way? Joe put up this... oh, no, that looks worse. Joe put up this really touching picture on Instagram saying, I may not have... it was like this. I may not have won the ball, the glitter ball, but I won something even more special. So, and he was holding Diane. He wasn't holding Sebastian. So everyone's thinking that they're together. I don't know. She looks she looks like his older sister. I'm not saying she looks like Zoella at all, but what I'm saying is she doesn't look like she would be interested in Joe. He's very small, isn't he? And very boy-like. I would have thought Diane likes a man's, like a man's man. Anyway, that's just me saying. That's just me sort of putting in my 2 bobs worth. What? Oh, yeah, I told him is to put his arm up if he's got something to say. What? You like Diane? Yeah, he said he likes Diane. No, I don't think she's going to be interested in you, Sebastian. I know you're bigger than Joe, but you are a snowman. At the end of the day, you're a snowman, darling. Poor Sebastian. So it sounds all good. Oh, good. Thank you, Ollie. I wasn't sure. Yeah, everyone say hi to each other. Oh, thank you, Faraya. That's lovely to say. That's a lovely thing to say. Right. What should we talk about tonight, guys? We've talked about Strictly. Should we say anything else about Strictly? Should we talk about EastEnders? Should we do... one thing I can't talk about is Twitter, because it is so down, and so every time I go on there, people are moaning and groaning. He's doing my head in. Let's be happy, it's Christmas! It's Christmas time again. Gonna look for some music so that we can dance. Right now then, I thought I put the music every time. Zoella is a hack. Ah, what does that mean? What does Zoella is a hack mean? Does that mean she's not a very nice person? She takes like, oh, exploitative. Oh, absolutely. Yes, she is. Right, before the American contingent come in, shall we talk EastEnders? What about, oh my Lord, what about, oh, sorry. What about Stuart? Oh, and did you think it was a bit too much for Before the Watershed? Personally, I thought it was a bit too much Before the Watershed. I bet you are, Brooke. I've got to go shopping tomorrow. Hi, Tam. So you think she's going out with him, do you? I just think he looks as if he needs a good meal. He needs to come and move in with me. He'll get plenty of blooming food here. I tell you. Right, what am I looking for? I've got to look for music. Have I seen the EastEnders Christmas trailer? No, I haven't. Is it good? Oh, Ola. Hello, Ola. How are you, darling? I think Ola comes from Sweden. Can everyone please say hello to Ola from Sweden? And also, Brooke, I know she's been there before. Please say hello to Sebastian. He is my friend who keeps me company in my Christmas chats. Right, that's that then. He looks as if he's shrunk a bit today, doesn't he, guys? Hang on. Let's see if he'll come up a bit. Oh, no. No, that's it. Right. I was cringing in the kiss scene. Oh, wasn't it awful? Wasn't it dreadful? I hated it. We're talking about EastEnders. Those of you that don't watch it, just bear with us, but we have to get it out of our system because we're Londoners. Like, maybe it's because we are Londoners that we love London so. Do you know what a true definition of a Cockney is? Who can put that down in the comments? What determines whether you are a Cockney or not? Let's see. What happened to Dylan? Oh, Dylan met Stuart to discuss him doing a video. Well, let's say Stuart was trying to force him to film a video saying that he shot Stuart. Dylan was trying to be all brave. Like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And Stuart's like, yes, you will. You'll do this video. And then, what's his face? Dylan then went, you're always picking on me. Why are you always picking on me? We didn't actually see what happened, but I've got a horrible suspicion that Dylan could well be swimming up the River Thames, dead. So he wouldn't be swimming, floating up the River Thames. That's what I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, how funny. We've got an Ollie Quinn and an Ola Quinn. Oh. Yeah, so we don't really know what happened to him. Right, Ollie. No, you're not quite right there, sweetheart. Cockney isn't East Londoner. No. You've got to tell me what it is. You got to tell me what makes a true Cockney. I saw something. Kate wrote something. What did she put? Stuart makes my... Oh, my God. Do you know what? I know the guy that's acting Stuart is only an actor, obviously, but he makes my skin crawl. And there's very few people that scare me, but he does scare me. And I think if I was to see him when I was out, I think I'd be actually scared. It's horrible. And how could Linda kiss him? Oh, it was gross. Stop it. And by the way, no, Aiden comes back. Oh, no, I don't like Aiden. Kate's got it. Being born in the sound of Bow Bells. Yes, to be a Cockney, you have to be born in the sound of Bow Bells. And guess who was born within the sound of Bow Bells? Me. So I'm a real Cockney lark, do you know what I mean? I am. But I will say, although I was born there, I was shipped off to live in the countryside in Essex. So, but I say that very quietly. So that's between you and me. Just us, all right? So I suppose I should really say I'm an Essex girl, but I'm not. I'm not. I don't wear stilettos. I used to back in the day, but I didn't have white ones. No. What? That doesn't count. He said, I've got a pair of over-the-knee boots. That doesn't make you an Essex girl, does it? What's wrong with you? Don't start. Right. Oh, I've got to read this. Ollie, this is it. I know, isn't that funny? Ola and Ollie. And by the way, people always think I'm from Northern Europe, but I'm actually Italian. Oh, Ola is Italian. Is that that's not an Italian name, is it, though? My best friend is Italian. Her name's Rita. She's Italian. She comes from Vicenza originally. She goes there every holiday. I had an uncle from London. Couldn't make out a word. I used to live in... Oh, you used to live in London, Kate. Where did you live? Right, give me that now. Give me it. Give me it. Well, we need some music, don't we, guys? We need some Christmas music. Oh, I'm such a lady. I'm such a lady. I thought I'd try this. Oh. This is a bit like a MONN's review. Ego falls, but look, it's strawberries and cream. I thought, I'll have a bit of that later when I'm chatting to me mates. I forgot to bring a glass in, but I did bring this in. So, but it doesn't taste like fresh strawberries. Oh, it's not fresh strawberries and cream. It's fresh strawberries and cherries. Oh, I'm such a div. Why am I such a div? I should have known, because cherries are going to make it taste really sour. Oh, how annoying. I'm threatening to kill him with a pole. Apparently, Rye says that, I've got to find it again now, Cat finds out about Alfie on Christmas and threatens to kill him with a pole. Oh dear, being born in a... Yeah, that's right. I must catch up with what you're saying. Can't remember the name. Oh, sorry, I used to... Oh, yeah. I'm rubbish at this, aren't I? A lead pipe specifically. Oh, a lead pipe in the library. I'll have you know. Oh, hi, Lulu. Hi, how are you? Please say hello to Lulu and Melissa. It looks like Melissa is also American, and I know Aging Gorgeously, as she is called, because she is. Have a look on her channel. Beautiful. Her name is Lulu, and I keep popping into her channel just to annoy everybody. Do you know, when I go in other people's channels, I always think, I feel like I'm sort of upsetting the apple cart when I go in. I don't know why. I just seem to be on a different wavelength to everybody else. So I go in and say my little bit, and I just know everyone's going, what? What's she talking about? I know that's what happened, but then that happens in life. So I'm used to it. Well, behave yourself and then you can come back up. Hang on a minute. Right. Just stop it. Annoying me. Can you see Sebastian all right? Or is he hidden? Anyway, that's that. Well, do you know I nearly... Oh. Do you know I nearly bought that, Ollie? Ola lives in Venice, which is pretty close to Vicenza. And no, my name has usually Germanic origins or something. Oh, I thought it was Irish. I want to move to a hot country. I don't like being in England. I want to move somewhere hot. The problem is I like France. I love France, but it's not hot. It's no hotter than it is over here. So and the kids won't move. So that's it. I'm kind of stuck. I'd really love to emigrate. So Melissa is from Ohio, and Aging Gorgeously is from Chicago, a wonderful town. It's been confirmed that someone dies this year in EastEnders. Oh, what a surprise. Jan, review the tree ornaments, please. Right. Okay. We're going to do an impromptu review. On the Christmas doodah, on the Christmas tree this year, we have what is it? Oh, it's a robin in glass. How he has survived in my house for a couple of years, I'll never know. But he's still here. He's still here. Now, What else shall we? We've got this. Which is a bit like a fairy's wand, isn't it? Shall we put some music on, guys? I said that a while ago and still like, duh. Right, now how are we going to do this? Why has that all come up on there? That's a bit silly. I'm going to be really good tonight. It makes a change. And not play any, what's that music? Copyrighted music. So we might have to listen to this. What is it? Oh, I don't like this one though, do you? I don't like the bloody brass on it. Why did that come on? That wasn't meant to come on. Get off! Come on, guys! It's dancing time! You have to dance! She's got class and style. She's managed by the pound. Very never high crime. Very low key on the profile. Are we dancing? Feelings is alone. Let me tell you how it goes. Word to word, things the word of lovers. It comes so sweet, what you love. And with the fatness, you don't even know what the half is. You got to pay or play just to show that we've got. Right. We got flutterflies because flutterflies are synonymous with Christmas, don't you know? I just saw these and thought I like them because they're so pretty, and I'll probably keep one or two out to sort of have around the house because that's what I do. Where's our Brooke? Is Brooke there? Brooke! Have you been into the Don Mons? Hi, Jamie. Lovely to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for coming. Right, as usual, I'm looking for Christmas music. But I'm trying to avoid thingable. I'm spitting. This is such a good tune, though, isn't it? I need to go out dancing. Who wants to come dance with me? Don't you hate it though when you're dancing and some guy, some undesirable comes up to you and like start doing, and you're like, get out of the way, I didn't invite you, and they're right in your face. I start doing this. That's it, that'll do. Let me find a Christmas one. What? No. Come on, Christmas one. What is that one? That's better. Are we all good? Search royalty-free stuff. I do. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, but I bet they haven't got any Christmas ones on there. It's been raining all day. It's been piddling all day. Me and the boy, we went for a walk because we were out yesterday. Was I out yesterday? Oh, yeah, I went to a pantomime. So today, I thought I'm just going to stay in today. And but we had to go around the corner for some essentials. So we walked around together and it was piddling. I was like a drowned rat. I hate this weather. Oh, was it? Have you been watching him, Brandon? Are you a new fan? He's doing book reviews now. Oh my God. God help us. I can't bear it. I only do it every so often because I like seeing the reviews on my blooming channel. So I have to go and do it. He probably hasn't read. Yeah. Oh, has he, Brooke? Okay, what are they? From Peter City. What are his issues? The thing is, when all's said and done, we've all got our issues, haven't we? And yeah, I don't like to be. Oh, I can't play that one. Right. Oh, and that one's gone. You know, if I really thought someone was poorly, his last vlog was very dark, was it? The thing is, though, Brooke, one thing I was going to discuss about him was the fact that he uses clickbait really, really badly. And I don't like that. But tell us what the problem is. Yeah, but I live through all his, yeah. The problem is, I think if he is struggling, it's because he's bitten off more than he can chew. It's hard, you know. I used to put out a video every week, perhaps a couple of videos a week and a couple of lives every week. And it's jolly hard because, you know, it's a real commitment to make. And I know he does very little else, but quite honestly, it's still a lot to do, you know. And so maybe it's just getting too much for him. I still believe if he was to sit down and be totally honest to people, forget all the bullshit that he's coming out with, and just be honest, then people would be more open or open to him as a character. I think he makes it very hard to be likable now because everybody knows that he's skirted around the issues and hasn't accounted for anything that he's done and is just full of BS. I think if it were me, I would just go on camera and say, look, this is the real situation. You know, yeah, I did give you a load of crap and this and that. But at the end of the day, this is who I am. And I mean, to be honest, he's very lucky. He's still got a massive following, and his followers don't seem bothered at all by what he's been accused of. So, you know, he's not, the guy is disturbed. I agree he's disturbed. All due respect to everyone's issues, however, he always has issues when he gets criticism, though. Yes, absolutely. He mentioned his mum died. He mentions that all the time. Do you know what? Count his blessings. I didn't have a mum. I don't go on about it. I don't go on about the fact that I didn't have parents. It's just like, you know, it's life. Deal with it. Don't use it as a pity tool. You know, I don't want people to pity me. And really, for a 46-year-old man to keep going on and on and on and on about his mother dying, like somewhat 10 years ago now, just leave it. You know, Christ, I don't keep going on and on about my situation, and I'm sure you guys don't. If you kept going on about it every time you went out, you wouldn't have any friends or anything. Nobody wants to listen to that all the time, do they? He needs to take a break then. I agree with you, Kate. He needs to take a break instead of putting out the most ridiculous content I've ever seen. I mean, I loved doing my TV reviews, and I loved doing like vlogs, and one year I did Vlogmas, and that was the year that my daughter was in hospital. She was very, very ill, very sick, and it just helped me get through that Christmas. So I can understand the value of vlogging. But what I think is a bit strange is when you've got a 46-year-old married man who vlogs every single night, goes to bed sometimes with his husband, but gets up, sets the alarm for 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, gets up and then talks to a camera for an hour and a half. That's not right. That isn't right. I tell you, my kids wonder why I do YouTube, but if I was to do that, they'd have me bloody certified. I know they would. I know they would. It's not right. He can't really be himself and true. No, he can't. And I think the reason I've, had people message me, and from what I've seen other YouTubers say, he's a very negative person. But when he gets on YouTube, he puts on a different persona. We all do that up to a point. Some days I'm having a right crap day, but I think I'm going to do a video tonight. That'll cheer me up, and that's what I do. But I don't do it every single day. My life doesn't depend on it. And I think it's very worrying that it would appear that his life does depend on him sitting in front of a camera and talking to it. I feel bad that his mum died, but he does mention it a lot. I know. I didn't have a mum. I didn't know I had a mum until I was bloody, what was I, 10, 11? But I don't go on about it. I mean, I've mentioned it twice in this vlog, but I don't normally mention it. I'm not falling for his shit, believe me, but there's a real problem there. I think there is, Brooke. What do you think? What do you think it is? You think he's fallen off the wagon? My mum and dad are gone. I honour them. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Brooke. Maybe talking to a camera about it acts as a sort of therapy for him. Yes, I do understand that, Ollie, and it can be therapeutic. As I say, sometimes I really don't feel like coming on here, especially doing a live. I can't come on here and do a live and be, oh, God, I'm so fed up with everything, and this one's annoyed me and that one's annoyed me. I wouldn't do that for a number of reasons. Firstly, for you guys, I think you deserve more than that. Secondly, for my family, I don't want my family to see me using something else as a crutch and becoming dependent on it. So they're the two main reasons. I can't think of the others off the top of my head, but I just feel, I know he's a very addictive person, isn't he? He's got an addictive personality. And maybe, this may sound a bit weird, but maybe he's addicted to talking crap in front of cameras. Who knows? Yeah, people always self-pity on that. I've never met my father, but I don't go on all the time. Exactly. Everybody has their own story. I agree, Ollie, but he needs professional help. I think he needs professional help too. His mum, the way he describes his version, sounds like she was a cool woman who conquered her demons. See, I don't know, because he also talks about her as being an alcoholic as well. And he became sober, I think, was it 10 years before she did? Something like that. It was a good many years before she did. He blocked me on Twitter. I'm surprised he hasn't blocked me on Twitter. But then he doesn't know I've got 3 accounts on Twitter. Always makes me laugh when people block me, because I can still see what they're saying, because I've got my other accounts. Anyway, not that I'd bother anyway. I couldn't give a toss. I think the only person that's ever blocked me was Katie Hopkins. She blocked me once. Oh. He blocked me on Twitter. Maybe it stops him drinking. Yeah, so more power to him. Yeah, there's that as well. But then, Jamie, in saying that, if that is a possibility, don't you think he should then be seeking help? If he needs that much of a crutch to stay off the drink after, what, he's been off 20 years, hasn't he? 22 years or something he's been off? I think he seeks a lot of attention, he does. I'm not diagnosing him, although I could. How would you diagnose him? Jan is in search of happiness and it's really obvious. Yeah. Do you know, we shouldn't talk about other people's relationships, but I think there lies the some of the core, to be honest. I can't imagine a happily married couple having this arrangement where one of them gets up in the middle of the night when the other one's sleeping and goes out and vlogs for a couple of hours and then comes back. That just seems a bit odd to me. He needs to drop 4 channels and be himself. Genuinely always win. Yeah. He depends on people's approval and pity. He's a crybaby. Yes, we all have issues in our past and our present, but only Don Mon uses these as an excuse. And sorry, but that isn't cool. That's absolutely true, Ola. Absolutely true. He has a narcissistic personality and it's not nice to see. No. And you know what? I'm wondering whether I've been banned off the U now because I haven't had any notifications. Mind you, I could have just unfollowed him. I can't remember. My memory's really bad. It's really bad at the moment. Anyway, when you saw him on You Now, he was a completely different person. There was like an underlying angst about him, and that was really unattractive. And basically, You Now is just... I think You Now is just like this, where you sit down and you chat to people who are typing in things, yeah? So how can you be so different on that channel than you are on your YouTube channel? I mean, if I'm doing reviews, I might be more all singing and all dancing, but then there's times when I'm all singing and dancing on here as well. I don't change. I don't change depending on the platform I'm on. And I think that's what I noticed. That was one of the first things I noticed. And I thought, do you know, he seems really angry with the world. Why is he angry? And then he made the mistake of having Martin Lewis, who I don't really know, on, and apparently he wasn't very nice to him, and also having Paige Petty on there, and he was just so horrible. And I thought, that's the guy that I was seeing. I knew it. And the thing is, if he was putting out other content, instead of sitting there like, I'm the almighty one and I know all about this and I know all about that, and the way I think you should live your lives is by doing this, doing that. Mr., you know, guru. My kids always laugh when I say that word. If he wasn't doing that, then I don't think it would have been such a big deal. But so many of us ex-fans saw this coming and thought, this isn't very pleasant at all. This is nasty. And then he didn't even deliver a proper apology video. It was like, oh, well, I'm here now, so, yeah, I am going to, well, I'm not going to apologise because my dad said you don't have to apologise, don't use the word, and blah, 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 and blah, blah. And I thought, that's the real Peter. And everybody else saw it. Some very intelligent people saw it and moved away from him. And virtually everybody that I watch, every YouTuber I watch that's discussing Don Mon says the same thing. you know, it's almost like, it sounds silly to say it's a betrayal because you don't really have that kind of relationship with him. But when you watch somebody all the time and some of his words do sink in and you think, God, yeah, I actually agree with what he's saying there. He's got a point there. Then when it turns out that that guy is talking out of his arse, it's like, oh. And, you know, a lot of us were really stung by it because, you know, you look at yourself as like, is there something wrong with me that I was duped like that? And that's why there are groups of people and there are a lot of people on YouTube now that have that voice now that feel that we can now discuss it. It's almost like it's a brotherhood. It sounds a bit silly, but I think the people that it involves will understand what I'm saying. And to be duped like that, and by somebody who's, you know, really showing himself to not be very likable at all, and that's even without all the tweets and all the crap that came out about the tweets, you know. So yeah, that's how I feel about him. And yeah, I do videos about him for a couple of reasons. One, because he makes me laugh. It makes me laugh. And I don't laugh very much, you know, but if I'm laughing I laugh at myself because he's just so stupid. And but having said that, if somebody like Brooke said, oh, well, you know, he's having a bit of a problem at the moment, then I'd back off a bit, you know, because I don't want to upset it. I don't want to really upset anybody. Do you know what I mean? We live in a bloody hard world, guys. Very hard world. And we've all got our own feelings. We've all got our own worries. And I don't want to add to that to somebody else. But if he's going to act like an idiot, then I say he's acting like an idiot. Right, he goes to AA meetings. I know, he still goes to those, Jamie. Hey, Jan, love your video. Oh, thank you, Jade. Thank you. The people that follow him are reliant upon his vlogs, yes, almost as if he's their contact to the outside world. And that's quite sad, though, Brooke, don't you think? I think that's really sad. For I have ASD too. I'm in TVE, high functioning part of the spectrum. Oh, that's really sweet of you to say that, Ola. I'm actually rather concerned about this man. He might have some type of disorder, but I think a lot of YouTubers have personality issues. Yes, we do. We do have personality disorders. I guess we have to, really, don't we? What normal person would sit and talk to a camera? And, you know, some people, they find it really difficult to do that. And I've had people say to me, how can you just, you know, how are you so at ease in front of the camera? And I'm like, well, because I just talk and talk. And, you know, now I know that there's people out there that are actually listening to me. Then I'm like, yay, yeah, I'm happy with that. It doesn't faze me. It doesn't faze me. Right, he blocks everyone. He's so spiteful and aggressive on you now. I know. Really snide. His true self coming out. Absolutely agree, Kate. And that's what I didn't like about him. Read his guru gossip thread, then watch his video 2 days later. He is so predictable. I know. One thing I will say, so you see someone be shitty in one video and that is his true colours. To be fair, lots of people have come out against him and he has done some bad things, but people can change and grow. Yeah. No, it wasn't just in one video, one YouNow stream, Jamie. It was over a period of time. I used to watch him every day. And it wasn't just the YouNow. It was also, it was more the YouNow than anything else, because I think he hides it a lot more when he's, you know, doing his videos. But in the YouNow, it wasn't just the fact that he was horrible to these people that came on. It was like if somebody said something even slightly off, he was so rude to them. and he'd mock them and he'd just been nasty to them. And I thought, well, that's not very nice. So no, it's not just seeing someone, you know, in one instance. I think most of us have formed an opinion because we've seen a lot of his work, a lot of his stuff. He's probably in here now using one of his troll accounts. Here's at least 5. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I feel sorry for him, really. I think, you know, and I did try and reach out to him on more than one occasion over a period of time because I suspected there was something not quite right. And I remember him putting out a video once saying something like, which way shall I turn? It was something like that. And I wrote to him, what I said was, I sent you at a crossroads, Peter, and what concerns me is that you are likely to pick the one that all the negative people are on. And it's really difficult to put it into words without having planned it, because obviously I haven't planned it. But what I was trying to say was, this was at the time when he was, you know, what's the word? When it trying to social climb, and he was contacting all these people all the time. And I thought, Peter, why are you doing that? Why are you keeping, you know, jumping in on people's tweets and things like that? So that's why I said it. And I sort of said, I think you should think very carefully about where you want to go on your journey, because it seems to me that the journey you're on at the moment is leaving you very unsatisfied and very, and quite angry. Because you're not achieving what you want to achieve. I actually said that to him. And if you were to find one of his old videos, you'd probably see it there if he hadn't, like, erased it. Nabula, is that a new one? Hello, how are you? I'm going to lose my voice in a minute. He's probably in here now. He's quite full of himself. He is full of himself. Do you know, I do find it very difficult to watch him now, Melissa. But yeah, I do find it really hard to watch him now. And it's a shame, because I did actually like him. And I thought in some ways he was quite a breath of fresh air on the internet, on YouTube, because I don't want to watch the kids' stuff. I mean, my grandkids, they watch these girls on the internet, on YouTube, who play with dolls and that, who've got like 5 million views. And I'm like, how do they do that? But as I've said before, I watch a lot of different things on YouTube, a lot of different things. I'm very into aviation, so I watch a lot of YouTube videos about aviation, about pilots, one in particular, and just flying and ATC. That's one of my interests. And I also am interested in travel vloggers, so I watch a lot of those. And I don't watch many family vlogs. I watch oh, what are they called? My husbands, I love them. They're the 2 gay men that had used a surrogate to have twins, and they are beautiful. So I watch them almost every time. Well, every time they upload. I like Matt and Blue as well. So I watch lots across the board. And at first, I found Peter MONN to be refreshing. I used to like hearing his stories. I used to like, you know, and a couple of his rants. That one, when he's in the post office, had me in hysterics. I thought it was so funny, hilarious. But I then made the mistake of going on to his YouNow channel, and I thought, I don't think I like him. And once you've seen that side to somebody and you don't like it, it's very difficult then to ignore it and carry on thinking the same. Why isn't he right? Okay, so you see someone. No. Why isn't he spending holidays with his dad? He never does, Brooke. He never does. I have never known him spend his holiday with his dad. And his dad's getting on now, isn't he? His dad must be reaching 80. I've unfollowed from everything months and months ago. I had enough already. Yes, Ola. Yes, I know. You told me. And I don't blame you. I was disappointed in how he talked to Paige. Yes. I feel bad for Alex. Yeah, maybe. Wait, was Peter Mon your friend? No, he wasn't my friend, but he was somebody that I used to watch a lot, Faraya. And I liked him. He made me laugh. I just thought he was a decent guy. He was funny. And I just liked him because he's different to other people. And also he'd tell quite a sorry tale every so often. He'll be like, oh, poor him. But no, we weren't friends. There's something really wrong there, yeah. A lot of people say they only watch me because they know that I talk about him and it saves them watching him. Can't say I blame you. Do you know, I had him on the other day. I hate to say it, but sometimes it really is excruciating, and I jump and jump and jump and jump and jump along the video because it's just really hard. And there's a part of me that feels a bit bad for doing that because I think, you know, is it something wrong with me? Is it because I'm intolerant? I don't know. I just can't bear it anymore. It's a pretty trivial thing to be concerned with. It's just a book that he may or may not have read. Okay, at least Peter has a means for what he's doing. No matter if it's very... People like Amberlyn Reid. I don't know anything about Amberlyn Reid. I know he used to talk about her a lot, but I never used to watch those ones. Read comments under his main channel. Yeah. That's enough of the Peter Mon chat. Yes. Right, what should we talk about? Should we move on? Yeah, I agree, Kate. They were very funny. I know, I can't believe the kids' cartoon things. But Brandon, they're not even cartoons. They're girls. Like, there'd be like a 25-year-old girl. Have you heard of Roblox? She has got millions and millions of subscribers, and all she does is play Roblox. It amazes me. I like travel type blogs too. Yes, I do, Melissa. Have you heard of, Melissa, have you heard of Indigo Traveller? He is amazing. He's an Australian, no, he's a New Zealander, and he travels to all these countries, quite sort of controversial areas, and he's just amazing. Indigo Traveller, he's called. He's really very good. And I started to learn about more. Yeah, agree, Ola. I watch his videos, but I can judge for myself. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to move on from there. Sad for gay people. It must not be nice, neither having a baby. That is genuine product of your relationship. Actually, Faraya, these two guys, they had their own DNA, because what they did was had somebody, a friend of theirs, donate 2 eggs. They each had 1 egg fertilized with each of their sperm, with their swimmers, then planted in to another woman, and that woman gave birth to twins who have got the DNA of each of the guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. Inspirational, fantastic, and they are the most beautiful babies you've ever seen in your life. They are gorgeous, and they put out wonderful vlogs. They are called Muck Husbands, and they are wonderful. Right, how are we doing? We're doing an hour. We've done an hour. Jan and Kevin Strictly. Oh, can you imagine, though, winning Strictly? I'd love to win it. I don't think I'd last very long. Oh, I know what I found the other day. I've got sore inside there. Right, let me see if I can find it now. Probably not. We're going to end on a Christmas song tonight, guys, if my computer will work. Ollie, can I just tell you, I've got a blooming virus on my Chrome browser. Can you chat, send me a message, let me know how to get rid of it, please, because it's really annoying. Right, applications I don't want, downloads I want. There. I'm so warm, but I can't open the door. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, have you got a channel? All you guys that have got a channel, can you put a purple heart down, and then everybody else will know that you've got a channel, and everybody else can follow on if they so wish, or subscribe. Right, I'm looking for my music. There'll be M3. No. I'm so good at this. Tomorrow, I'm going to, my daughter's taken me to it's called Winter Wonderland, and apparently it's a Christmas shop, and she said, Mum, you're going to love it because it's got loads and loads of Christmas stuff in it. So I'm going there tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Right. I used to be so what? See, when I used to do it on, see, this won't blooming well work, will it? Is this going to work? When I used to do it on OBS, I used to be able to play my music straight away. It doesn't allow me to do it now. Now that I'm doing, oh, here we go. Right, so we've got Ola, who has got a channel, so please check her out. We've also got Aging Gorgeously. As I told you, she's bloody gorgeous. And I'm always looking. I mean, you know, I'm not good with my makeup, guys. She's great, though. Oh. Mm. Jingle bells, jingle bells. What sort of dancing is that? That was rubbish. Sorry. You're getting your second ears pierced. I don't know why. I'm nervous because I already have my belly button pierced. Oh my God. I couldn't have my belly button pierced. Look too silly. What's that one there? I found my music, guys. Oh, why is that, Ryan? Are you going away, love? You have a brilliant week as well, Kate, and everybody else. Try and smile. I know it's not always easy. Sometimes it's like, oh, Jesus, really? People can get under your skin. Try and not let them get under your skin, especially on Twitter. Not worth it. Not worth it. I can't go on Twitter a lot now because they're just fighting so much on there. I'm glad you came to as well, Ola. I haven't gone yet. We're gonna have some. We have to do a bit of Christmas dancing. What's this one? Hang on. Not sure what this is. Oh, I wasn't meant to be that one. Oh, it wasn't meant to be that one either. Come on. Right. JK reacts and reviews. That's what I do. JK reacts and reviews. Well, I used to. If anyone is interested, maybe I will start again. I do them as well, JK reacts and reviews. Happy birthday, Faraya. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I did have... Well, hopefully I'll get on to do another one next week, guys. It'd be nice. Do you think I'll be even more organised? Never. Hang on a minute. Oh, why is everyone saying happy birthday to Faraya when it's not even her birthday? Oh, guys, you know, last week I told you I did a really stupid thing in the week. I couldn't remember what it was. Well, I was shopping in a not in a supermarket, like in a big shop, yeah? Desperate for the loo, so I thought, oh, I'll go quickly now. So I ran into the loo, did my business, and as I came out, I could see this man, and I thought, oh, he's peeing in the sink. And I went, and then I suddenly realised it wasn't a sink. It was one of those things that men use. So I said to him, oh, I said, am I in the men's? He went, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't get out there quick enough. Oh, dear. That was the stupid thing that I'd done. Honestly, shouldn't really let me out. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to wish you a Merry Christmas because I'm going to hope to see you next week. And hopefully have the song that I want to play for you that I cannot find. So, guys, have a great week. Take care of yourselves out there. Be kind. And I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.